Friends, all the great religion teach us to take care of our children. Jesus said, let the children come to me, don't hinder them, for the kingdom of God belongs to them. The Holy Quran says, kill not your children because of poverty. Friends, there is no greater violence than to deny the dreams of our children. In the next part of his speech, he gave the reference of the great religion that teach us to take care of our children. There he gave the reference of the Jesus and the Holy Quran. They both said that the children should not be killed because of the poverty. Let them live freely. Okay, so therefore, I refuse to accept that all the temples and mosques and churches and prayer houses have no place for the dreams of our children. So here he is strongly refusing the concept that there is not even a single place that teach us to divide our children from dreaming. I refuse to accept that the world is so poor when just 1 week of global military expenditure can bring all the children to classroom. So here in the first point, he refused to accept that temples and other holy places, they have no place for the dream of our children. In the second part, he said that the global military expenditure, okay, so the money that is spent on maintaining the armed forces, the money which the government is using or spending for maintaining the armed forces can be used to for the children to bring them into the classroom, means to say can be used for their education. I refuse to accept that all the laws and constitution, police and judges are unable to protect our children. And in the third part, what he said, he is not accepting that the law and the constitution, police, judge, they are unable to protect our children, means to say they can give shelter to our children. I refuse to accept that the shackles of slavery can ever be stronger than the quest for freedom. And in the last part, he refused to accept that the shackles of slavery, the chains of slavery, can be stronger than the quest for freedom. So this thirst, quest means the thirst or the search for something, it is stronger than the shackles or the chains of slavery here. I refuse to accept my only aim in life is that every child is. Now in this paragraph he described his aim of life. About the children, what he said, every child is free to be child, free to grow and develop, free to eat and sleep and see daylight, free to laugh and cry, free to play and learn, free to go to school, and above all, free to dream. So these all the points of the view of the children.